Opening tip-off controlled by the Trevians. Kevin Kaminsky into the paint, takes the shot, rolls out. Back the other way. Come the Wildcats. Out high. William Outlaw puts it up high for Mason Roca, and it didn't quite go. Back the other way comes Filippini. Full house tonight. Coita puts it in. In the corner, Williams. Back out to William Outlaw. Back to Paul Williams. And nearly lost it trying to turn the corner into the paint. The shot is good. And the foul afterwards on a push by Lasinski. Tim Logan with the basket. It will be Evanston basketball underneath their own basket. We had to move tonight instead of our usual spot in the New Trier crowd because of the size of the crowd. We're kind of off on a side here. Filippini puts it in the paint. Coita puts it up, and the foul. Tim Logan with the foul, and Coita goes to the line. Coita gets 2 shots. Puts in the first. And now for the backside. New Trier leading right now. Coita puts in the second. A full house at Gates Gym. Near side, now back out top. Logan puts it out high. Outlaw. No good. Back the other way comes Filippini. Filippini to Coita. Yes! Coita. And he looks like he's on fire tonight. Has all the points so far. Stolen away, Jerry Happ. Happ up, easy layup. And Evanston going to take a quick timeout here. And going to have to regroup in a hurry. New Trier putting on a big run early on here. And leading it 8-2. With over 6 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. These teams can meet one more time in the regionals, what used to be called the regionals. They call them sectionals now in the basketball. They can meet in the sectional. They are in the same sectional. And in fact, all things considered, they will probably meet in the sectional. Outlaw got it across midcourt, back out to Outlaw. Outlaw to the near side, back again high. Outlaw looking to pass it. Adonji now back over for Outlaw. Got a 3. And it's 8-5. Filippini. Scott Filippini. Lasinski. Back to Filippini. Jerry Happ. Happ tries for a 3. No. Coita with the rebound. Puts it home. Out ahead. Trying for the run and gun. And they make it. Paul Williams puts it home for the Wildcats. Kevin Kaminsky. Kaminsky to Jerry Happ. Back to Kaminsky. Kaminsky shovels it to Koida, and Koida again. Oh, man, is he hot tonight. How about Koida? Fed over to the near side, Adanji in the paint, and he traveled. Tried to find Roca in the paint. Instead, the travel. Wasinski out. And Alex Klein in for the Trevians. Filippini walks it across midcourt. Filippini. Kevin Kaminsky. Jerry Happ. Happ with the shot in the basket. Puts it home. And the Trevians are playing well right now. Roca. And he'll go to the line. Jerry Happ with the foul. And Mason Roca will go to the line. Roca is a 6'7", forward and center, playing forward tonight. First shot's no good. And the backside of the two-shot foul. Rolls out. Stolen away from Jerry Happ. Adanji. Gave it back to Roca. Roca into the paint. Takes the shot. That's short. Rimmed away. And Alex Klein. Klein to Filippini. Filippini back to Jerry Happ. Happ puts it up. Rolls out. Guess who? Abacoita. And this time didn't get the basket. That's the first shot he's missed tonight. Foul on Happ. Got Paul Williams. And Rosinski going to come in, and Happ going to take a seat for a little while. And Williams to inbound it. Williams out to Outlaw. William Outlaw. Dangerous at three-point range. To the far side. Side, the shot over everything, taken down by Kaminsky. Kevin Kaminsky up ahead for Alex Klein. Klein stops and shoots, no good. Mason Roca with the rebound. Roca with Rosinski on him. Expect that matchup for most of the evening. Leaving Abacoita free. Kaminsky. Klein puts it up. No. Koida with the rebound. Abba was there for it again. He has been a couple of times tonight. Mason Roca. Give it to Donji. Out high to William Outlaw. Bill Outlaw takes it to the far side. Now Williams. Adanji back to Williams. Williams, he traveled, wasn't called. Roca, he puts it up and rolls it in. Had to work for it, but did get it. Kevin Kaminsky. Rosinski for three, no. Taken down by Klein, but then he got tripped up by Mason Roca as Roca went sprawling to the floor. And Roca with his second foul. Make it his first. And Koida goes out for a while, as does Filippini. Mike Lehman. Alex Klein. Klein with the shot, won't drop. Out of bounds to Evanston. Walking it up. Bill Outlaw across midcourt. Outlaw looks to pass it high. Over to the far side, a three attempt. That rimmed to the backside. Roca turnaround shot. Got it. Rosinski to Kaminsky. Kevin Kaminsky. Alex Klein. Back to Kaminsky. Rosinski. Lehman. Kaminsky. Kaminsky takes the shot for three. Way wide. Williams to Outlaw. Outlaw to Adanji. Roca. Bogan is shot short. Taken down by Alex Klein. Klein hands it off to Kaminsky. Kaminsky to Rosinski. Rosinski for three. Yes! Bob Rosinski puts in a three. William Outlaw. Williams. Paul Williams holding it. I think they're trying to set up a last shot. Outlaw to Williams. Back to Outlaw. Trying to waste some time on the clock. Outlaw to Adanji. Back to Outlaw. Nearly stolen away by Kaminsky. The long three, no. The rim. And the horn sounds before the basket. No good. And at the end of the first quarter, the score is the New Trier Trevians 19 and the Evanston Wildcats 11. We'll be back with more basketball action here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network right after these messages. Conte Stamus, the head coach of the Evanston Wildcats, in his first year of coaching, taking over from Mike Hart, and Coach Sheets in his 30th year as a head coach here at New Trier. And this, of course, his last year, going to retire at the end of the year. The Wildcats inbound it to start the second quarter. 4-3, and that skimmed off everything, out of bounds. Last touched by Courtney Huff, and it's Trevian's basketball. Rosinski to Filippini. Scott Filippini. Back out top and nearly thrown away, taken by Mike Lehman. Lehman moves it over to Filippini. Knocked away, but back to Filippini. Filippini to Rosinski. Rosinski, yes! Did he get a three or a two? I don't know. I think he got a three. Wildcats put it to the far side. Into the paint, the shot, and the drop for William Outlaw. Filippini. Scott Filippini puts it to Bob Rosinski. Mike Lehman. Abacoida, yes! Magic with the basketball tonight is Coida. To the far side, Jermaine Newman. Mason Roca can't get it to drop. The rebound, and the first of the pushes inside underneath the basket. And Courtney Huff will go to the line. No, he won't. They'll say it's a non-shooting foul. Jermaine Newman in trouble. And a push by Filippini. Scott doesn't believe that, but that's the call. Say this is the largest crowd here in about 4 years. Roca with the shot, no. Rimmed and touched by Huff, and it was almost goaltending. Happ, Filippini, backdoor play, that didn't work. A push on Happ, and Happ will go to the line, I believe. Yes, 2-shot foul. Jerry Happ at the charity stripe. Happ puts in the first. And puts in the second. They've now put up banners here at New Trier for all 62 or 63 of the state champions. Rosinski out of bounds. Stole it away, but out of bounds. Adamji going to come in again, and Newman, I believe. No, it's going to be Williams that sits down. David Adamji will inbound it. Adamji to Huff. To Roca. Mason Roca gives it to Jermaine Newman. Newman, bumped by Filippini. Far side. William Outlaw. Now back up high for three, and they got it. Jermaine Newman. Kevin Kaminsky strong arms it to Jerry Happ. Happ tried to strong arm his way in for the basket. Taken away by the Evanston Wildcats as the basket ball wouldn't go in the net. Over pushed it, Jerry Happ did. Jermaine Newman gave it to the far side. Into the paint. The shot rims no, bounces no. And given by Rosinski to Kaminsky on his way down to the floor. Bob Rosinski over to Scott Filippini. Abba Koida. Over to Rosinski. To Filippini. Jerry Happ. Kevin Kaminsky. The Trevians getting a little deliberate here. Kaminsky with the shot. That rims off. No. Tipped in by Bob Rosinski. Evanston Wildcats bring it up the court again. Moving to Roca. Now, little reverse attempt. That didn't work. And given away by Koida. And Mason Roca connects. Kevin Kaminsky. Rosinski. Filippini. Filippini tries to run it. Out to Rosinski. To Abba Koida. Back to Rosinski. Rosinski for three. Rims no. Taken down by Mason Roca. Up ahead to Jermaine Newman. Newman across midcourt. Walks to the middle. Adamji. Back to David Adamji. Into the paint. Takes the shot. Rims no. Koida touched it out of bounds to Evanston. Off Abba Koida. Abba showing a little emotion tonight. Paul Williams and then inbounded it to Newman. Now back to Williams and stolen away by Koida. Koida ahead to Kaminsky. Kaminsky up for Koida. Koida. And boy, it'll sure look like he was fouled. Back to Koida. Koida strong arms up and puts it on. Boy, it looked like he was tied up all over the place. Hands all over the place, but Koida able to strong arm it in. Newman. Put it to the far side. Back to Adamji. Back to Jermaine Newman. Newman. Back out top. Huff over to the far side. Adamji for three, and he got it. Rosinski to Filippini. To Kaminsky. Kevin Kaminsky. Back to Rosinski. Now to Filippini. Filippini tries for three. That rims no. And Evanston with the basketball. Trevian still with a big lead. Jermaine Newman put it into the side to Roca. Back out to Newman. Newman tries for the three. Taken down by Scott Filippini. Not a good choice of shots there on the part of the Evanston Wildcats. They had trouble getting shots all night so far. Over to the far side, Kaminsky. Deliberate backdoor, Kaminsky. Back past it to Hepp. Jerry Hepp put it home and got fouled. And he'll go to the charity stripe with the chance for a three-point play. Jerry Hepp with the basket, and he'll get a free throw here. Couple of Trevian substitutions. And Jerry Hepp gets it. And a couple of other substitutions. Evanston will inbound it. Winding down the first half. Trevians with the lead. Jermaine Newman. Mason Roca over to the far side. William Outlaw gave it into the paint. Huff. And Huff puts it home. Courtney Huff with the basket. Alex Klein gives it to Kevin Kaminsky. Kaminsky starts up. A little behind the back dribble. Filippini, double team. Kaminsky. Jerry Hepp up and in, and again, Hepp makes the basket, and the foul on Jerry Hepp will put him back on the charity stripe again for another chance at another three-point play. Trevian's beginning to spread it out a little bit. Roca goes out, and Tim Logan comes in. Jerry Hepp makes the free throw, another three-point play, and a substitution. Lehman comes in, and Jerry Hepp will have a seat. Newman walks it across midcourt. Jermaine Newman with Filippini on him. Adamji for a three. That didn't work. And Huff got pushed Jerry Hepp, and he didn't like it. He nearly got a technical. Courtney Huff with the foul on the push on Jerry Hepp. Rosinski will inbound it. Full court press time for the Wildcats. Kaminsky. Kevin Kaminsky gave it to Filippini. Alex Klein, Mike Lehman. Scott Filippini. Lehman to Kaminsky. Kaminsky double team. Scott Filippini. Klein, Rosinski. Back to Klein, as the Trevians trying to waste some time on that clock. Alex Klein. Out high. Lehman to Rosinski to Kaminsky. Backdoor all alone is Lehman. He got hammered, and he'll go to the line, Mike Lehman. With 39 seconds left to play here in the first half. And tonight it has been the Abba Kawita show early on. Abba has really set this house on fire. The first free throw, no good, by Mike Lehman. And we're ready for the backside of this. Puts it up. No good. Taken down by Huff with 30-some-odd seconds left to play. Adamji, in the first half, that is. Gave it back, nearly back and forth. Adamji had a little trouble controlling the basket. Huff in the corner. Gave it out high. Now Adamji, the Trevians defense, causing a little trouble. Now there's a big three attempt. Rims out. Taken down by Filippini. Up ahead. Kaminsky. Rosinski puts it up and no good. Now but at halftime, the score is the New Trier Trevians 36 and the Evanston Wildcats 23. 13-point lead for the Trevians, much to the delight of the Trevian fans. Here at Gates Gym at Winnetka. We'll be back with more basketball. The second half in just a moment. As you see, Abakuita with 16 points tonight. Jerry Hepp with 12. And the Trevians will inbound to start the third quarter of tonight's action. Brzezinski to Kaminsky, and we're underway. Kevin Kaminsky. Logan came out to block him off. Adamji now on him. Brzezinski. Back to Kevin Kaminsky. Kaminsky to the paint. Gave it to Kawita. Foul. He stepped on the line. Kaminsky. Brzezinski. Filippini. No, it's not Filippini, but anyway. Brzezinski with the three. Spot, didn't make it. William Outlaw. In the corner, Tim Logan to Mason Roca. His shot didn't go. Kawita had it briefly and then taken away. Filippini to Kaminsky. Rosinski for three. Yes, Bob Rosinski got it to drop. A swisharoo for three. Outlaw. Never mind, it's an old-time radio television guy here in town. Used to say swisharoo for two. Quoting him. There's a push foul on Evanston. And another turnover. It'll be Trevian's basketball underneath. Rosinski to Kevin Kaminsky. Kevin Kaminsky. Standing room only tonight. 2,600 fans here on hand for this one. A jump ball. It'll be Evanston basketball. William Outlaw. In for Williams. And Williams got hammered by Bob Rosinski. And Paul Williams will go to the line. Two-shot foul. On the front end. Dribbles out. And now for the back end. And that comes out to Abacoita. Kevin Kaminsky. Kaminsky, spin around, takes the shot, bounces off, away, no. Down the bodies go. A lot of them go flying. William Outlaw tries to turn the corner. He traveled, wasn't called. Mason Roca. Williams for three, yes. Kevin Kaminsky. Double team, Kaminsky. Lost it off of foot. Easy layup for Outlaw. And a timeout taken by the Trevians. Still leading by 11 with 5:51 to play here in the quarter. Some of the sellout here today. That's the New Trier student contingent. And there's the Evanston contingent. Pretty good crowd on hand tonight. Actually, there's a bit more people standing around in some strange and peculiar places in this place. And the New Trier Trevians leading by 11. As we complete the timeout here. Wazinski with 11 points. Jerry Happ with 12. Abacoita with 16. Some pretty good performances by those three here tonight. And the guards doing a great job of putting it into them. Kaminsky. To Wazinski, over to the far side, Scott Filippini. To Wazinski. Jerry Happ in here in the corner. Happ will try for the three, and he got it. William Outlaw. Adamji over to the far side. Outlaw again. Williams, Adamji, into Roca. Logan with the shot. In and out. Kaminsky. Alley-oop for Coita, and out of bounds. Deflected away from Coita. Thank you, Bob. Athletic Director Bob Naughton returns the basketball. Kevin Kaminsky to Abacoita. Back to Kaminsky. Kaminsky with the layup. Looked like it was going to be tough for him and found an opening. Outlaw. William Outlaw. Williams, Adamji, and threw it away. Couple of substitutions. Bob Rosinski to inbound it. Scott Filippini. Filippini started to come forward. Kaminsky up ahead. Rosinski to Jerry Happ. Happ puts it in. And the Trevians spreading it out a little bit. They shot way wide, and now down they go. Roca down to the floor hard. And Mason Roca will go to the charity stripe for two on the shot. Gets the first. Gets the second. Brzezinski to Filippini. Scott Filippini. Hands it off to Jerry Happ. Kevin Kaminsky. Kaminsky out high. Alex Klein. Klein to Brzezinski. Brzezinski's shot is no good, but the foul on Huff, Courtney Huff. And Bob Brzezinski will go to the line. Brzezinski. First one won't go. He'll get another. And that one dribbles in. Jermaine Newman. Newman. A little trouble with the dribble. Going to the basket and the foul. And Williams, Paul Williams, will go to the charity stripe. 3:51, Trevians lead at 17, the biggest lead they've had of the game, the inbound. It was to take that back, it wasn't a foul. On the Trevians was a foul, touched the baseline. Now Roca gets it to drop and the foul on Filippini. And Mason Roca will get the bonus. The first one, the bonus is good. 3-point play for Mason Roca. Filippini. Now Jerry Happ with it on the far side. Jerry Happ gave it back out high. Alex Klein gave it to Lehman. Back to Filippini. Alex Klein with the shot. That wouldn't go. Looking for the foul was Jermaine Newman. Now the three-point attempt, that didn't work. Back into the into the paint, and the foul first. No shot. Foul on Mason Roca, his fourth. And Roca gonna go have a seat. Logan in his place, Tim Logan. And have a little cleaning up to do. There you can see just how big a crowd we have tonight. It's the reason that we're where we are physically. We moved the camera over here to the New Trier, to actually the visitor side, right behind the New Trier bench here, kind of off in a corner. This area was originally set aside for cameras, but it's not conducive to really great coverage, and that's why we don't use it normally. But for tonight, because of the large crowd, that's where we are. Jerry Happ, scoops it in. Jermaine Newman. Newman got it to drop. Oh, how did he ever do that? And the foul. And the try for the extra one. Looking for the three-point play. Yep. Alex Klein to Scott Filippini. Evanston trying for a full court press, sort of. Klein to Mike Lehman. to the far side. Scott Filippini thought better of the three-point shot. Alex Klein, Mike Lehman. How about Koida? Koida gave it to Jerry Hepp. Scott Filippini again thought of taking that three. Back out high to Jerry Hepp, back to Scott Filippini. And tonight the wheels have stayed on the car, unlike the last time. Filippini with the three shot and overshot everything. William Outlaw. I'd say the wheels have pretty well stayed on the automobile tonight, unlike the last time these two teams met in conference play. Out of bounds to Evanston. Last time they met, as nothing worked. New Trier got up by 18 points. Stopped playing the first time these two teams played. This time New Trier has stayed with it. And they're showing it tonight. Why they're one of the top teams in the state of Illinois. On the far side. Now back out to Jermaine Newman. Jermaine Newman gave it to Tim Logan, and he's bothered by Rosinski. Newman takes the shot, rims no. Strong-armed away. Back to Logan, and then stolen away by Kevin Kaminsky. Kevin Kaminsky up to Abba Koida. Koida, backdoor, got it. Boy, has Koida been hot tonight. Oh, man. A lot of emotion, and of course, there's always a lot of emotion when these two teams play each other. Off a New Trier arm and out of bounds to Evanston. Every time these teams play, it's a lot of emotion. So much so that they can't let the two teams, the fans from the two teams, go out the door at the same time at the end of the basketball game. Jermaine Newman, now Outlaw, tries for the three and got it. Alex Klein gave it to Bob Rosinski. Rosinski brings it up the floor. Now give it to Kevin Kaminsky. That's a little unusual. Kaminsky tried to go through the back door. We got a push foul on Huff, I believe. Courtney Huff complaining. The way this New Trier team is playing, should have crowds like this every week. Kaminsky setting up for the last basket of the last shot of the quarter. On high for Kaminsky. Kaminsky to Klein. Klein with the shot, rims no. Taken by Rosinski, puts it up and got it. At the end of the quarter, Bob Rosinski with a nice little fadeaway shot left unprotected in the paint. And at the end of the third quarter, the Trevians lead it big time, 53-39. We'll be back with more basketball action, the fourth quarter, in just a moment. And we're ready to get underway. Trevians inbound it. Kaminsky. Jerry Hepp. Kevin Kaminsky. Abba Koida. Nope, stepped on the line. Williams inbounds it to Jermaine Newman. Newman walks it across midcourt. Williams to Outlaw. Back to Logan. Gave it back to Outlaw. William Outlaw to Jermaine Newman. Newman trying to set it up. Can't find an opening. Outlaw. Williams for three, and that didn't go. Kaminsky up ahead and overled the pass intended for Filippini. And the Wildcats will get it back. Williams to Outlaw. William Outlaw. Outlaw to Newman. And now that got high. Outlaw with it. Outlaw goes to the paint, takes the shot, and a foul on the push. And Evanston to inbound it. Logan now, a 3 attempt, that rims no. Taken down by Filippini. Scott Filippini up ahead for Jerry Happ. Happ with a nice little move, spun it ahead, and Koida trying to save it, gave it away. Newman. Shot rims no, now taken by Filippini. Filippini ahead for Koida. Slam! But he held on to the rim. That's a technical. Brings the 2,500 here to their feet. But the technical, not for the slam dunk, but for grabbing hold of the rim and staying on the rim. 55-39, 16-point Trevian lead. Mason Roca will take the 2 shots for the technical. Made the first and misses the second. And it'll be Evanston ball at midcourt. It's one of the rare times I've seen a Trevian player even attempt one of those. It certainly adds to the emotion of this basketball game. Trevian lead is at 15. Newman. Jermaine Newman with Scott Filippini on him. Out high. Williams to Huff. Newman to Outlaw. Outlaw brings it to the near side. Now the shot and the 3. Kosinski to Filippini. Filippini, backdoor Koida. Slapped away. Koida came down with it. Koida tries to take the shot, and then as he tried to pass it out to Filippini, stolen away by William Outlaw. Newman. Jermaine Newman tries to set up the play. Back out to William Outlaw. For 3, Roca, that was no good. Roca got his own rebound. Puts it up, no. Huff puts it up, no, and a foul. And Courtney Huff will go to the line. $2,600 on hand tonight. Courtney Huff gets the first. Misses the second. Happ to Filippini. And they say Koida pushed Courtney Huff. Koida with the foul, and I believe that's the bonus now. And New Trier wants to take a timeout. It is the bonus. 5:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. Trevians lead at 11. Koida, as you see, with 20. Happ with 19 tonight. And the first time in a while that we have seen New Trier play with such intensity and emotion. The last couple of games out here, although they've been winning big on their home court on the Friday night division game, but the conference games, but as far as emotion, I wouldn't say there's been a lot of emotion until tonight. And boy, they have certainly put an intensity out on the floor, the Trevians have. Makes for an exciting basketball game. Trevians leading by 11. As Courtney Huff goes to the charity stripe for 2. Or the one and, rather. Puts up the first one, rims no. Taken down by Koida. To Kaminsky. Kevin Kaminsky. Rosinski. Filippini. Happ. Kaminsky. Kaminsky into the paint. Back out high for Rosinski. Rosinski thought to take the shot. Didn't do it. Filippini. To Kaminsky. Kaminsky gets his way into the paint. Gives it to Rosinski. Rosinski backed it out. No, and they foul. Azaba Koida finally came down with the rebound. New Trier basketball. A non-shooting foul. Kaminsky to Rosinski. Out to Filippini. Scott Filippini will take it high. To Rosinski. Back to Scott Filippini. Filippini gave it out to Kaminsky. Jerry Happ. Double team. Now Filippini to Rosinski. Puts it up and in. By Rosinski. Jermaine Newman with the basketball. To the far side, Williams. Paul Williams goes to the paint, puts it up. Sloppy shot, loose, and Koida gave it to Kaminsky. Kaminsky lost it, and then stolen right back by Filippini. Foul. And Huff will better watch himself. He should get a technical for some of that. The foul on Williams, I believe. New Trier inbounded at midcourt. Bob Rosinski will inbound. To Kaminsky. Kevin Kaminsky. Walks it up. Kaminsky. Back out high. To Filippini. Scott Filippini. To Jerry Happ. To Kevin Kaminsky. Kaminsky to the paint. The layup. No. Rimming. Oh! The foul on Rosinski. And Huff got creamed under that basket. Rosinski and Huff do a little trash talk as Huff goes off the court. Mason Roca, the wind knocked out of him, gets up slowly, but he will go to the free throw stripe. And Coach Sheets has a word with the Trevians, possibly telling them to cool it. He'll have none of that. Coach wants an explanation on why that is a shooting foul, but obviously satisfied with the explanation. The foul on Bob Rosinski. Mason Roca to do the honors. Missed the 1-and-1. Roca. Outlaw takes the shot. Got it. 4-2. Rosinski to Kaminsky. Back to Rosinski. Back to Kevin Kaminsky. Back to Rosinski. Over to Filippini. Said that enough tonight. Filippini tried to give it to Koita. Found him. Abba couldn't shoot it. Kaminsky for three. Yes! And underneath, a foul. And Happ will go to the line. A two-shot foul. Calling it deliberate on Paul Williams. And Jerry Happ will go to the line. I think that's a little bit of a retaliation for getting Mason Roca. Evanston retaliating here with the foul on Jerry Happ. And I don't know, Huff and Koita both complaining, whatever the problem was. Happ gets the first one. Evanston over the penalty. And Happ gets the second one as well. Inbounded, Jermaine Newman. Getting a little rowdy here in the fourth quarter. Jermaine Newman nearly stolen away by Jerry Happ. Adamji gave it over to Mason Roca. Roca put it up, a block by Koita, but the foul on Rosinski. Mason Roca gets the first. Mason Roca gets the second. Kaminsky, back to Rosinski, back to Kevin Kaminsky. Kevin Kaminsky, double team, fitted ahead for Rosinski. And the Trevian's going to slow it down a little bit. Kevin Kaminsky. Jerry Happ. Scott Filippini. Kevin Kaminsky. Scott Filippini. Kevin Kaminsky. Rosinski to Filippini. As the Trevians taking their time here. Happ. And Adamji with the foul, and Jerry Happ will go to the line. 2:07 to play. Trevians with the lead, holding at about 14. The first end of the 1-and-1 was no good and taken down by the Wildcats. That's is Newman, Jermaine Newman. Courtney Huff. William Outlaw takes the shot, got it from the charity stripe. Rosinski to Filippini. Rosinski, Kaminsky. And stolen away by William Outlaw. Jermaine Newman. Newman into the paint, takes the shot, won't drop. Up on top, and there's a foul on one of the Evanston players. Courtney Huff with the foul. I believe that's his fifth. It is Courtney Huff's fifth. And Bob Rosinski will get the one and. This is the first and taken down by Jermaine Newman, who gave it ahead to William Outlaw. William Outlaw goes back beyond the three-point range, now takes the shot, pushed it wide. Rosinski, he got pushed by Roca. Nothing called. Filippini to Kaminsky. Up ahead to Jerry Happ. Happ to the far side, stolen away. Passed out, Mason Roca. Roca puts it in. Cutting into the Trevian lead here. Enough so the Evanston Wildcats here are going to call a timeout to regroup this a little bit. Some of the crowd on hand tonight. Actually, there are some new Trier fans over here on this side, as always. I noticed the superintendent of New Trier Township High School, Dr. Harry Banksford, down below us here, as is the principal of New Trier, Mr. Wes Bauman, in attendance tonight. Every time you have one of these games, you get a big media coverage. Bob Sakamoto from the Chicago Tribune and CLTV here this evening. David Southwell from the Chicago Sun-Times. And our regular press coverage, WNTH, and Dennis Mahoney from Pioneer Press. New Trier to inbound it. Bob Rosinski to do the honors. Rosinski to Kaminsky. Kevin Kaminsky. And he's fouled by William Outlaw. As Evanston getting into the desperation time. Kevin Kaminsky. Gets the first. And now we'll try for the backside. Rolls out. Outlaw. Newman now. Williams. Newman back to Williams. Out to William Outlaw. Outlaw looking for somebody to set it up to. It does for a three. Down to Mason Roca. Roca puts it home. Strong-armed it away from Kaminsky. And again a timeout taken with 33 seconds left to play. Trevian's lead is down to 9. Jerry Hepp with 21. Abba Kohita with 20. 63-54. And 33 seconds left on the clock. Well, this has certainly been in many ways, the Abba Kohita show tonight. Abba has certainly stepped up his play a notch or two. As have all the Trevians. Trevians will inbound. Underneath the Evanston basket, Kevin Kaminsky. Lozinski sneaks in, now gave it back to Kaminsky. Up ahead, Koida, Abba Koida, yes! Jermaine Newman, there's a 3 attempt, way short. And Mason Roca puts the last part of it in. Now ahead, Kaminsky, and the foul. And Kevin Kaminsky will go to the free throw stripe with just a few seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Trevians leading 65-56. And everybody gets substituted for except Kevin Kaminsky. Kaminsky bounces a couple times and puts it in. A change along the line and the illegal substitution on the line, and Kaminsky comes out. Rolled ahead. It's picked up by William Outlaw to the corner. A 3 attempt. That rims no. Up on the top of the backboard. It'll be Trevian's basketball. And New Trier are going to walk away with a victory here tonight. Your announcers, a paid employee of New Trier Township High School. Abakoida with 22 tonight. Jerry Happ with 21. Your announcer, a paid employee of New Trier Township High School, solely responsible for its content. This game pre-recorded for presentation at this time. Well, the New Trier students will go have a pizza party up on the stage gym as the Trevians win it by 10, 66-56. This is Mark Ron, hoping you've enjoyed our broadcast, and say, as always,